Picture this Taylor Swift, a pop icon known for her outspoken political views, suddenly endorsing Donald Trump in 2024. But wait, it's all a fabricated digital fantasy, courtesy of AI-generated images. Chaos ensues. Let's dive into the bizarre world of AI manipulation, Trump, and the Swifties' fiery backlash. The start of the madness. Trump and AI-generated images. In August 2024, Donald Trump unleashed a social media storm when he shared AI-generated images of Taylor Swift and her fans, suggesting they were part of the Swifties for Trump movement. These images showed Swift in full Uncle Sam regalia and her fan base donning t-shirts with Trump's name. Naturally, the images weren't real, but Trump didn't let that detail get in the way of his post, captioning it with a simple yet inflammatory, "I accept." For those familiar with Swift's outspoken political views, this was laughably out of character. But the incident was no laughing matter for her millions of fans who saw it as an egregious attempt at misinformation. The images quickly spread across social media, gaining traction due to their sheer absurdity. Swift, who had been a vocal critic of Trump in the past, found herself once again at the center of a political controversy. The AI-generated nature of the images raised concerns about how easily technology can be manipulated for political gain, especially in a year where disinformation is rampant. Swifties strike back, fan fury unleashed. If there's one thing you don't want to do, it's provoke the Swifties. Known for their unwavering loyalty and organized online presence, Swift's fan base quickly took to social media to debunk the fake images. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with posts denouncing the deepfakes, and hashtags like Swifties for Truth trended within hours. The Swifties were not only furious about the misuse of their idol's image, but also concerned about the broader implications of AI in spreading political misinformation. With millions of fans at her back, Swift didn't even need to speak up. Her fandom did the talking for her. This wasn't the first time Swifties had mobilized for a cause. From environmental activism to voting drives, the fandom has repeatedly shown its power to influence real-world outcomes. Their swift, pun intended, response to Trump's AI images sent a clear message. They wouldn't tolerate their favorite artist being used as a pawn in political games. The incident further highlighted the tension between Trump and Swift's fan base, which had been simmering since her vocal opposition to his 2016 and 2020 campaigns. Taylor's political history. No Trump fan here. The outrage over the AI-generated images wasn't just about the technology, it was about the fact that they misrepresented Swift's political stance. Taylor Swift has made her views on Trump clear over the years, endorsing Joe Biden in the 2020 election and criticizing Trump's policies multiple times. In fact, back in 2018, she broke her long-standing silence on politics to denounce Republican Senate candidate Marsha Blackburn, calling her Trump in a wig. Swift's political influence extends far beyond her music, and her fans have followed her lead, often using their platforms to champion progressive causes. This is why the AI-generated images struck such a nerve. To suggest that Swift, of all people, would suddenly throw her support behind Trump was not only laughable, but also a stark misrepresentation of her political values. The fact that these images were shared just months before the 2024 election only heightened the stakes, as both sides prepared for what could be one of the most contentious elections in U.S. history. The AI elephant in the room: legal and ethical questions. While the controversy was entertaining for some, it also brought to light some serious questions about the role of AI in modern politics. The technology used to create these fake images was powerful, and as it becomes more accessible, the line between satire and misinformation becomes blurrier. Should there be legal consequences for sharing AI-generated content that misrepresents someone's political stance? Currently, the laws surrounding AI and political campaigns are murky at best. Politicians have increasingly used AI to enhance their campaigns, but as this incident shows, there's a fine line between innovation and manipulation. Trump's use of AI in this context might have been intended as a joke, but it had very real consequences. As AI technology continues to advance, we're likely to see more instances where the truth is bent or outright fabricated for political gain. A swift, pun intended, response? Interestingly, Taylor Swift herself has remained relatively silent on this specific incident, but she hasn't shied away from discussing the importance of standing up for the truth. In a cryptic social media post shortly after the AI images went viral, Swift spoke about the dangers of misinformation and the need for accountability in the digital age. While she didn't directly address Trump's posts, many fans saw it as a subtle dig at the former president. Swift has always been strategic in her responses to political controversies, and this situation seems to be no different. Rather than engaging in a public spat with Trump, she allowed her fans and the broader media to handle the fallout. But make no mistake, Swift's influence in the 2024 election will be felt, and this incident may only galvanize her base to vote against Trump even more passionately. The rise of political deepfakes, a dangerous trend. The use of AI-generated content in political campaigns isn't new, but it's becoming more sophisticated and harder to detect. What started as harmless memes has now evolved into fully realistic deepfakes that can be used to sway public opinion. Trump's AI-generated images of Swift are just one example of how this technology can be weaponized in the wrong hands. Experts have warned that as deepfakes become more advanced, they could be used to spread false information and undermine democratic processes. For now, the Swifties were able to quickly debunk the fake images, but what happens when deepfakes are harder to spot? The potential for political chaos is enormous. Lawmakers are already discussing how to regulate the use of AI in campaigns, but they're playing catch-up with the technology. As we approach the 2024 election, expect AI to play an even bigger role, for better or worse. Satire or misinformation. One of the AI-generated images shared by Trump was clearly labeled as satire, but that didn't stop it from being widely shared and misunderstood. In today's hyper-partisan political environment, even satirical content can be taken out of context and used to spread disinformation. Trump's post blurred the lines between satire and serious political messaging, leaving many people confused about whether Swift had actually endorsed him. The debate over what constitutes satire versus misinformation is likely to intensify in the coming months. While satire has a long history in political discourse, the rise of AI has made it easier for satirical content to be misconstrued as reality. This incident serves as a reminder that even well-intentioned humor can have unintended consequences, especially in the high-stakes world of presidential politics. The power of Swifties, more than just music fans. The Swifties have once again proven that they are a political force to be reckoned with. In 2020, after Swift encouraged her fans to register to vote, there was a massive spike in voter registrations. This time around, the Swifties used their collective power to combat disinformation and set the record straight. Within hours of Trump's AI-generated posts, Swifties were posting rebuttals, fact checks, and memes mocking the absurdity of the situation. This incident shows just how influential Swift's fan base has become, not just in the music world, but in the political arena as well. While Trump may have intended to gain attention by using AI to create fake images, he inadvertently mobilized one of the most powerful online communities against him. With the election just months away, the Swifties could play a crucial role in shaping the outcome. Will this backfire on Trump? Trump has never been one to shy away from controversy, but this latest stunt might have backfired. By attempting to co-opt Swift's image and fan base, he has only strengthened their resolve to oppose him. Swift's fans, many of whom are young voters, are already mobilized and ready to vote in the 2024 election. This AI-generated controversy has only further motivated them to turn out in large numbers to support candidates who align with Swift's progressive values. While Trump's team may have seen this as a clever way to gain attention, they may have underestimated the power of Swift's fan base. In the age of social media, where misinformation spreads quickly but can also be debunked just as fast, Trump's strategy might ultimately hurt him more than help. And that's the wild world of AI deepfakes, Taylor Swift, and a political twist no one saw coming. What do you think? Can AI ever be trusted in political campaigns? Or is this just the start of even more misinformation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Trump-Taylor AI controversy and want to stay updated on the latest news, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.